Hi everyone, my name is Theresa. I'm the co-founder of Econos. And one of the core numbers that kind of wakes me up in the morning and keeps me going every day is the following. If this clicker will work, it doesn't. Here it is. It's this number. It's 50 trillion US dollars. That's the whole size of the net zero investment gap. It's the money we need to channel, allocate to sustainable and impact-based solutions in order to reach our common climate goals. And it's a massive number. I do know that, but it's doable. The core questions we need to answer, and that's what we're here for at Econos, is where is that money coming from and where is it flowing to? If you ask me, capital is the key to solving the climate crisis. And what I'm not suggesting is that money is the solution to all of our problems. It is the starting point, though. When I started my career at the United Nations, everybody kind of thought sustainability is a little bit of a, normative thing. It's kind of charity, but the big guys in the financial institutions of this world wouldn't listen. I think now we're in a different kind of age, right? Things are starting to change, and there are significant potentials also from a financial standpoint that impact investing and sustainability-themed investing can do for us. So if we look at the market, there's a major growing opportunity from kind of the industry, from politics, commitments coming. But if you look at all of these elements, the big levers, to be honest, still have to be created. It's capital intensive, like, for instance, solar power, renewable energy project, sustainability managed and themed forest, but then also the big tech-based solutions to climate change that are represented by startups at this very conference. The demand from a financial perspective are growing. So impact investing is becoming a thing. And already today, a lot of the share and a lot of the investors think sustainability themed, and it's going to grow. However, it needs to be the right investments. And if you look at this graph, it's quite interesting because the core elements are you have public equity and you have investing in the broader market space. On a portfolio basis, public shares, the public markets are already in change, and ESG-based ETF investing is becoming a thing, especially also for retail investors. And just to give you one number, 41% of global assets under management are belonging in the portfolios of retail investors. Now, when you think about impact per dollar, to be honest, ESG-based ETFs won't cut it. We need the big investments, and those are in private markets, illiquid assets. And the major opportunity also for institutional investors happens in that space, because there is financial opportunity, for instance, in climate tech VC. There is financial opportunity in the major acceleration of renewables. However, it's not accessible to those 41% of retail investors. It's your money, it's my money that won't flow in those areas, because simply we don't have the means, we don't have a portfolio large enough. To give you one example, forests, if sustainably managed, are massive potential and lever to help solve the climate crisis. From a financial perspective, it's been well perceived by institutional investors. It's been a long-term gatekeeper and safekeeper of value, and it is providing benefits such as biodiversity if managed correctly. It's a real asset, so even during the COVID crisis, there has not been any kind of disruption and no fluctuation based on what's happening on global public markets. However, it's only accessible to large institutional investors. It's extremely bureaucratic to buy a forest, let alone manage. And so it's really kind of a closed club of people that can have such an asset class in their portfolio. So, as I said, growing markets, but those 5% there, that's what we're focusing at Econos. We need to bring up the whole amount of money, the exact pool of money that's been channeling into the right direction, but also we need to bring up the share and the participation rate of the broader public. that's why we're here for. We bring alternative green investment opportunities to any portfolio. So anyone through Econos can invest in those assets that are traditionally, kept in the institutional portfolios. How do we do that? So we are an asset manager, so we do the transactions, we do the sourcing with the additional kind of filter of sustainability. And then the beauty comes in tokenization. Tokenization technology enables us to take an illiquid asset, cut it into small pieces, and store the value in one piece, in one vehicle, that is then able to be distributed through a platform, fully digital, and then belong in the portfolio of retail investors too. Now, how do we do that, and what is the core to our success? It's those 4 elements. So it's all about access, right? Private investors, through democratization, have access to private markets, and that is not, VC alone. It's any liquid asset. It's any asset that represents a tech and nature-based solution to climate change. It's low cost, so this enables us to provide tickets from 100 euros, but also no basically upper limit, because the same assets can be tokenized and can be splitted in whatever form and amount of money you want. It's 100% digital, so within 5 minutes you can actually invest in parts of a forest or in something else you care about. And it's the infrastructure for liquid options. So basically, the token in the future will be tradable through secondary markets, which brings in an additional element of attractiveness for retail investors. So we're a growing team of sustainability enthusiasts, I would say, mainly from investment banking and consulting, but all sharing the common belief of sustainability and kind of the sustainability and environmental impacts that money has to bring up the, the amount of money that is channeled into the right direction, but let everyone participate. So if you have any questions, here to answer them, but also happy to take it offline later.
Any questions for Theresa? Oh, what? Sorry. Yes, okay.
Theresa, thank you so much for the presentation. Is it possible to invest in Econos, or can you just buy the tokenized assets that you propose?
So at the moment...
Sorry, Theresa, short answer, as there is another question.
Yes, so we're currently not raising, if that was your question, but anyone can invest with any kind of sum. So on our platform, we combine retail investors, professional investors, and institutionals alike, because the core kind of promise from our side is the core is the asset, it's high quality, and anyone has the right to participate from that green transition and investing. So no matter the size, but currently not in Econos, just on into the products that we offer on the platform.
Thank you.
Oh, my question was a bit related. Where are you in the process of forming your company and your platform?
So we're rather new. We only founded this year. But we already have 4 asset classes and a growing pipeline, community of investors, and also team. So currently the team is 15 people. We're based in Munich. And on the asset side, but also the kind of company side growing really fast.